it's Billion. Today I'm going to be talking to you about an off topic. We're going to be talking about changing the weather. As weird as that may sound, it sounds pretty crazy. It's a supernatural type of feeling, supernatural type of deal. Changing the weather. It's as let's say for instance, right now we're in Texas, San Antonio to be exact, and it's been dry. It's been dry actually for a while. We had over like 50, 60 days of 100-degree weather every day. Even at nighttime, it was 100. Right now, it's around the 80s, probably low 90s. And the weather is actually for the week coming up. It's looking pretty decent, not too bad, not in the hundreds anymore. Another thing is that we haven't had no rain. It's been very dry, so dry that a lot of lakes around America, a lot of rivers are drying up. Literally, hasn't been any rain anywhere. Now we ask ourselves, is it possible to manifest weather change, or is it possible to change the weather? Yes, it is. It's actually new to me. I just found out this gift that we can actually tap into from God. God gave these gifts out. God is the only one to hand out the gifts, and depending how you balance yourself, ground yourself, present yourself to the people, to the world, to everybody, not just one person, or not just your family, or not just your friends, but the same love and the same respect to everybody in the world. You treat the janitor the way you do the CEO. So with that being said, you treat everybody with love and respect. As you complete your life journeys, you go through and balance yourself, grounding yourself every day, eating better, drinking more water, eating things of the ground, more fruits, more vegetables. You start praying and you start going to church. I've recently started going to church. You start noticing these gifts that God releases to you. It is possible to manifest weather change through energy. You can have so much energy that the world can feel your energy at one point, or it is possible for the world to feel your energy. You'd have to be vibing so high, you'd have to have so much energy, it's even hard for you just to go to sleep. In that case, that's my case. I can focus in, zoom out, go to different realms. I could tap into other realms that are not really tappable. God also gave a message saying that He is going to be releasing new gifts and more gifts to people, but gifts that haven't been tapped into. Some gifts that have, everybody knows the 7 gifts that God, or everybody should know the 7 gifts that God gives when you learn your lessons. And He's actually releasing more gifts. As far as I know right now, I do believe weather change is one of the gifts given. It's been raining here in San Antonio on and off for about 2 weeks now. I've been asking rains to come to San Antonio, Texas, South Texas, Louisiana, and a lot of other places throughout America by bringing and asking for rain. I manifested, I put so much energy, so much vibrations into it that literally it's been raining almost every day, every other day here in San Antonio. And if you look now, the weather's still going to be raining for the next week or so. I do notice that some places, honestly, I ain't gonna lie, they're getting flooded. Is this cause of concern? Of course it is. How you channel out your energy, you don't ever want anybody to get hurt. So I would like for everybody to stay safe. And if there is any areas that are flooding, please be safe and get to higher ground. What I'm really trying to do is really just manifest these lakes and rivers back to its full potential, where they're not dried up anymore. They keep drying out, it ain't gonna look so good. I understand the cause and effect. I'm only pushing out good energy, good. I want everything good to happen for the planet. I'm only asking for peace, love, and everybody to respect each other. It's time for us to do away with hate and talking about our neighbors and not liking somebody. That's something of the past, something we don't need in our lives anymore. We should all raise our vibration, all self-love each other, and push for a better person for tomorrow. Quit talking about your neighbors, quit talking about your friends, quit talking about what somebody else didn't do. Focus on yourself, balance yourself, ground yourself, eat healthier, I'm not saying go to the gym every day. I'm not saying any of that. Focus on yourself. And as far as relationship wise, again, focus on yourself. You can't love somebody else if you don't love yourself. So focus on yourself, love yourself first, then work on your relationships and loving somebody else. It's the only way it'll work. This is a pretty interesting topic. At first, I was kind of weirded out by it. I've never heard of anybody changing the weather. I've never heard of a man, woman being able to change the weather. But when God releases gifts, He releases gifts. Doesn't matter what your background is. I had a rough childhood. Doesn't matter what your background is. Doesn't matter who you were yesterday. I have had a death and a rebirth in my life. It doesn't mean necessarily you have to die in the physical. I died in another playing field, another realm, and I had a rebirth. I started noticing weird signs. When I've never seen butterflies, now I see butterflies everywhere, particularly blue ones. And if you look it up, it goes back to a rebirth. So I get what it's trying to tell me. I use my intuition a lot, so I've been toying, not so much toying with it because it's not a game, but I've been practicing with my gifts that I've been given. And as far as I can tell, we got a lot of rain coming, a lot of rain. If you actually look at the Gulf Coast, there's a lot more coming. If you have the energy, like I have the energy, if you have the I guess the patience and the mentality of understanding everything, and as weird as it sounds, it's not nothing natural, it's supernatural. This is God. God is giving me messages to give to you. I barely learning my gifts. I'm barely starting with these videos, so I'm gonna make more. I won't stop. I'm gonna push for a better tomorrow, not just for myself, but for everyone, my loved ones, my friends, my neighbors, and everybody around this world. Together, it's time for us to raise our vibration as a whole, and if we all raise the vibration of the world, we're all getting closer to God. Peace and love.